So today, as we approach the end of what was a wet and relatively mild winter, I just want to tell you a few things that have happened. Firstly, in the middle of winter, actually got 2 days of frost. So it went down to about -2. You can see the effect on the leaves there. Now, Australian natives, these coastal natives really do not like frost. Now, the only potential damage I've seen is in new growth because it was also quite sunny, so we were getting some new growth. No plants completely died, but I did see some dying of the new growth. So the most exciting thing today is this Temu Tank area. I've decided, so 3 of these Banksias that I've been growing for probably a year now, I decided to put them in that area. So this is Banksia integrifolia, coast Banksia, iconic down here, this part of the coast. So I pulled them out. The root structures were looking really good. There it is there. And I chucked it in the ground. This one here I really liked. It had a little bit of character there. So all of the 3 that I put here in the ground looked really good. And planting them actually finished all of the large trees that I'm going to plant in this area. So what I've planted so far is 2 silver Banksia about a year ago. These coast Banksia, 3 of them. 1 blakelyi's red gum, which I kind of regret because it's not locally indigenous. 1 of the common Boobialla, the Myoporum insularis. So I got that actually from a local market. I put that at the back there just to create some coverage. It's a definitely very common tree. All these shrubs, various Australian natives. A couple of them are hybrid, like from the shop. I'll probably pull them out eventually. The ruby saltbush, the ground cover, which I took from cuttings out the back, and some dianella there on the side. So this is what it looks like in a year ago before I'd done anything there. And yeah, over the last year, I've planted them all here. So, it doesn't look like paradise yet, but I'm really excited to see how this goes over the years. I think the only thing I'm going to change is I might replace some of the shrubs with locally indigenous ones that I pick, and then I'll focus on ground covers and replace any of the large ones that happen to die. So an area I'd never done anything on before was back balcony. So something on the balcony and something under the balcony. So, I've had these issues with cuttings of purple Coral Pea, the Hardenbergia. Well, some of them actually did really well, and they've been flowering and growing new leaves. So, I thought I'd pot them and let them grow around the balustrading. So here's the roots of one. It looks okay, not that great, but not that bad. So the 2 little ones I put in one of the pots, and this 3rd one, he was going gangbusters with new leaves. Its roots looked really, really good. So I put that in the 3rd one. So yeah, just got one of these red pots and chucked them in there. Now underneath the balcony, I've excavated some of the stuff behind the retaining wall and dug out all the grass. So I prepared it like that. And what I decided to put there was the Hedge Salt-Bush. So I picked the berries for them and I grew these from seeds. And yeah, I decided to put them under there because they're very drought hardy. They grow in the desert and everywhere, and it gets only intermittent rain under there. Plus that ghostly grey is just absolutely beautiful. It's a really beautiful little shrub. So in this little septic strip, I, against all probably expectations and all advice, I've decided to plant a full Manna Gum, like one of the 30 to 50 metre Manna Gums, right up against the fence. So it's also only about 2 metres away from the septic tank. So I know that it's a terrible idea, but if that grows, it will actually connect a bunch of other Manna Gums. So I thought, oh well, who cares? By the time it's an issue, I probably won't have it anyway. And then just the last thing I'd been thinking about, wondering about, maybe someone's got some advice for me, is about mulch, because I really like mulch. I like how it looks. I like how it holds water, and it's free. I just get it from the local council. But with a lot of these Australian natives, I know there's advice to sort of not put them around them, like especially some of the grasses, some of the shrubs, or to give them enough space so that they can creep through. But yeah, I just really like it, and also like it for weed suppression, particularly of this gross kikuyu and other non-native species. So I'm putting a lot of it around the block and the property, but yeah, I understand that there are limitations of its value.